Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I have the new ColourPop Troublemaker collection in my stash today. This is a really cool collection that is a cool toned color story. For all you cool toned makeup lovers out there, this is what you're getting with the Troublemaker palette. I love this. I was really drawn to this color story. I thought it looked really pretty fall going into winter, but let's be honest, you could wear these shades year round. It also came with six different Jelly Much shadows. I'm going to throw up a swatch picture here so that way you can see what these look like. They swatched out really well. Really well. I was really impressed with those Jelly Much shadows. If you've never tried the formula, it's a fairly easy formula to work with and it's pretty good. It's really nice. Then we are also getting six different lippies that complement the entire collection. We have a nice range from light to deep. These are, I don't know if this is a new formula. Let me know in the comments, but this is the Luxe Velvet. It's like a liquid lipstick formula. I haven't applied these. I've swatched them out on my arm, but I haven't applied them to my lips. Yeah, it's like a matte liquid lipstick. This lippy I have on, I've had it on like half the day already. It's a Charlotte Tilbury one, but that looks pretty good. And it's definitely going to be a matte. So I am going to lip swatch all of these new Luxe Velvet lippies. I'm going to create 3 looks with the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to incorporate as many Jelly Much shadows as I can. I think this collection is still available. I bought the full collection. If it's not available as an entire collection, I'm pretty sure that the palette is available, some of the Jelly Much shadows and lippies. I will have it all linked in the description box. I know some of you have already told me you picked this collection up and you're waiting for it to arrive, so hopefully I can provide you guys with some inspo whenever your palette arrives. That way you can start creating amazing looks with it. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to everybody. My name is Steph and this is what I love to do. I love trying out new makeup. You're always going to see the latest and greatest makeup reviews, all of that good stuff. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, haul videos. If that sounds great to you and you want to see my videos on pretty much a daily basis, I do tend to upload quite a bit. Do me a favor and click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you like what you see, if you're a fan of ColourPop and you're curious about the new Troublemaker collection, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, I will have everything that I'm wearing on off camera, talking about. Everything will be linked in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's dive on into it, guys. If y'all want to see this new ColourPop Troublemaker collection in action, keep on watching. All right, guys, I've already primed my eyelids with my favorite primer, the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. Let's dive into Troublemaker. I'm so excited for this color story. I am drawn to this color story a lot. I think it looks really cool because it is a cool tone color story. So I think I'm gonna start with the shade right here. And then I'm going to work either into this one or this one. And I'm using a Rephr 15. Let me know if you are a fan of cool toned color stories. I love a good cool tone palette. I will admit, I think I find myself reaching more for warm toned, but always a place in my stash for cool toned shadows. All right, so now I think I'm gonna go into the dark gray. This one is called You Love It, and I'm gonna take that on a Rephr 13. Let's just apply this to the outer corner. I think I will bring it in on the crease a bit. Okay, so I think what I want to do, I want to try this shade right here. That could be like a sequin. Yeah, it's kind of like a sequin shade. I'm going to pick some of that up with the Rephr 13. Just add it right in here. I don't mind a sequin, and I think ColourPop does a pretty decent job when they create their sequin shades. never had a terrible experience. I feel like they've gotten better. They've gotten better over the years. Yeah, you could definitely even treat that look as a matte black almost. Wow. I'm gonna go back in with the first shade. Just add some of that back. Okay, I'm gonna do a shimmer, and then I think I'm gonna do one of the Jelly Much shadows, just so that we can try as much stuff out as possible. Let's try this one. Let's go with this one right here. This shade is called Kick Butt, but with the A. I'm not gonna say it. So we'll do this right in here. I'm using a damp Rephr 21. By the way, guys, Rephr is adding some new brushes to their lineup that will be available on Friday, October 21st. When is the 21st? Whenever the 21st is. This is a nice shade, a nice gunmetal shimmer. Now I'm just going to take the Rephr 13 with no additional product and just blend the edge a little bit. So I think that looks great. Like, I would totally just leave the look like this and do something on the lower lash line, but we have all of these Jelly Much shadows that I want to play with. I kind of want to do like this gold one. I like mixing metals now. I never used to like mixing gold and silver together, but here I am. Let's do, this one is called Drama. What is this? SZN? SZN? I don't know. The drama one. There it is. I'm going to use what's on the little lid. You want to save these little caps so that they don't dry out. I'm using the same Rephr 21. I'm going to do some right here. These are so beautiful. I think they've improved the Jelly Much formula too from when it first came out. Look at that. Nice. You want to just let your eye, leave your eye closed for a little bit, just so that it could dry. It dries really quick, but you know, so that it won't crease. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna go back in with this shade right here. And I'm taking this on a Rephr 26. I'll probably just do like to right there. Then we'll do something else for the inner corner. All right, let's try this silver shadow. This one is called Villain Era. I'm gonna use that same Rephr 26 and I'm gonna spray it. Apply that, nice. Ooh, that's beautiful too. Very similar to the Jelly Much shadow. Love it. Ooh, this palette is not disappointing. Let me go ahead and do some finishing touches. I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 1. Okay guys, so here's the completed look number 2. I added this little pop of purple. It's like a pink lip liner, shockwave liner from LA Girl. This one is the shade Blaze. Because the collection has like purple and pink in it, I thought this would be a nice touch, and this is a great way if you don't ordinarily like to play with color, you don't like wearing colorful shadows. This, adding something to your waterline, is a great way to just add a little touch of color to the look. I also added highlighter. I didn't have a highlighter on. I'm wearing the new Adept Cosmetics, one of the blush palettes. I think I'm wearing Stella. I'll have it in the description box. But that blush is glowy on its own. But this is the highlighter I went in with. It was from the Let's Roll collection that was released earlier this year. This one is in the shade High Roller. I think this might still be available, but that's how it looks. Thought it would be a nice touch. Overall, guys, I like the way the look turned out. Oh, mascara. I'm using Rare Beauty mascara in today's video, and I did add some of the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid liner just to tightline the top lash line. I like the way the look turned out. I like the Jelly Much shadow. I liked everything. Everything so far is working really well. We have 2 more looks to create, so let's jump over to the left eye and we'll start working on look number 2. All right, now I want to do something with these shades right here. So I'm going to start with this one in the crease. This one is called Younger Self, and I'm using the Rephr 15. Ooh, this shade looks a little darker than what I thought it was going to be. Well, it's good. Now we know that these shadows, they pack a punch. Wow, this is a nice shadow. I really think that, let me hold it up. It's this one right here. think this looks a little darker on the eye. What do you guys think? I mean, you could just do this and then throw on one of the Jelly Mutt shadows or one of the shimmers, and that's the look. I'm not going to do that because I want to try as many shades as I can. So now I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to go into that darker shade. This one is called 0 EFTS, this one right here. And I'm taking the Refer 13, I'm going to add it out here to the corner. I really like the way these mattes are layering with one another. Everything just seems to be performing so well. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave the outer corner the way it is, the depth the way it is. Now I'm going to go in with this shadow. We'll see how that looks, and then I'll probably add a Jelly Mutt shadow on top, just again, so we can try them all out. This shade is called Wild. I'm taking Wild on a damp Refer 21. Adding a little bit more of this outer corner shade. I think that's a nice shimmer. Not as sparkly as when we put the Jelly Mutt on top of it, but at least you can see if you just use it alone what it would look like. Okay, so let's do this one. This one is called Sass Recap. I'm using the Refer 21. Again, leave your eye closed for a few minutes, not a few minutes, but a few seconds, maybe like 30 seconds, just so that it has time to dry and set. You see how it just amps up the sparkle factor? All right, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna try going in with this shade right here. This one is called Messy, and I am gonna spray it, Refer 26. Now I'm gonna go in with this other Jelly Mutt shadow. This one is called Alt Kid, and we're gonna do that like right in here. I'm using a little Shot Miss A pencil brush. Okay guys, I'm gonna take care of the finishing touches off camera. I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. Alright guys, here's the completed look number 2. I just opted for some black liner in the lower waterline. I'm using the one from Give by Gwen Stefani. Same everything else. And I like the way the look turned out. I'm loving the color story and these Jelly Mutt shadows. I think the palette and the shadows, not that I'm saying to get all of the Jelly Mutt shadows, but maybe pick up 1 or 2 of them. I think they are perfect complements to this palette. So I'm going to take some quick pictures. I'll be right back and we'll start creating the third look. All right, let's start working on look number 3. I really want to use this shimmer. This is like a, I don't know if it's a duochrome, but it has a shift to it, a really pretty shift. Let's do, what shade have I not used? I don't think I've used this one. Let's start with this one. This one is called Fry Night. And I'm using the Refer 15. I'm going to go back in with this shade right here, and I'm going to use that to deepen up this outer corner. All right, now we're going to go into this shade called Real. I'm using a damp Refer 21. I don't know if you can see the shift. It's a pretty shade though. All right, so you could very well just leave it like this. You don't really need to do anything else. I am, because I'm trying to use as many things as I can in this collection. Which shadow? I think I'll go in with this one called So What. I'm gonna use the same Refer 21. I'm gonna focus that just on the inner portion. Kind of feel like I want to add another one. What do you guys think? I wish you could tell me. I'm just going in with a little bit more of that shimmer shade called Real. Now I'm going to go back in with the shade for the lower lash line. All right, now I'm going to go in with this shade called Baddie, and that's what we're going to do for the inner corner. I'm using a damp Beach Cosmetics pencil brush. All right, guys, I'm going to do the finishing touches off camera, and I'll be right back to show you the third and final look. Okay guys, here's a completed look number 3, and I've officially used all the shades that are in the palette. Same everything. For the lower waterline, I went in with an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil. This one is in the shade Raw Energy. Now we're gonna swatch out all 6 of the Luxe Velvet Lippies, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this collection. I'm gonna play some music while I swatch out the lippies, and I'll put it down here which shade it is that I'm going in with. So let's do that now, then we'll take care of final thoughts. Okay guys, so I've officially used just about everything in this collection, minus a couple of the Jelly Mutt shadows, but we definitely swatched out all the lippies, which, how cool is this shade? This last one that I applied, what color was it? Lil Rebel. Perfect. I love it. I think all of the lippies are perfect complements to the entire collection. I will say that I felt like 2 of them, the 4th and 5th shade, were a little too similar, but I like that the shade range is definitely from very light to obviously very deep. I can't speak on the longevity of these because this is the first time I'm trying them, but I'll wear one tomorrow and I'll let you guys know. They do feel comfortable. It is a matte formula, no transfer on my teeth. Love the shades, and I like that it's not too big. I like this size, this packaging. I think it's really cute with the hearts and the little X's at the top. Cute. I like them. The Jelly Mutt shadows, I think these are beautiful. I was able to use 4. So I used these 2, and I used Alt Kit, I think, and then I didn't use like the dark purple, and then Sass Recap. So yeah, I used 4 different Jelly Mutt shadows. The 2 that I didn't get to use were Emo Inside and Please, and they were the 2 like darker purple ones, but I'm sure they're going to be beautiful. I think, like I mentioned earlier, if you're going to pick up this collection, at least the eyeshadow palette, add 1 or 2 of the Jelly Mutt shadows to your cart. You're gonna love them. These Jelly Mutt shadows are really cool. Just let them sit for a little bit, like 30 seconds. Keep your eyes closed, but they're really fun. They're really fun to work with. As far as the eyeshadow palette, I loved it. I used all 12 shades. I think it is a really great formula. I love the color story. If you love your cool tone shadows, this is a palette I think you should pick up. I think, how much is this on its own? Like 18 bucks? you know, ColourPop, super affordable. And if you don't wear a lot of cool tones that often, and maybe you're wanting to add an affordable option to your stash, I think this one would be fantastic. I love it. Like the packaging, everything, the whole collection is getting 2 thumbs up for me. Very satisfied with everything I got. I will say that the lippies are reminding me a lot of the ones I just picked up from Blend Bunny. I did get the Blend Bunny, what is the palette called? I did order the All Done Up palette. You guys will see the Blend Bunny video go up probably the day after you're watching this one. So stay tuned for that because I picked up the entire collection, which included 4 different lippies. So it's a liquid lipstick and a lip liner. Super excited for that, but I have swatched those out already. And I will say the shades, the lippy shades, are really similar to these in the ColourPop. So I don't necessarily think you need both. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you thought of this Troublemaker collection. I know a lot of you said that you did pick it up. Hopefully you guys are getting your orders really soon if you haven't gotten it already, and I hope I was able to give you some inspo. And let me know which look you like best. Are you team 1, 2, 3, none, all? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.